Hey YouTube, it is mid-November 2017. These are my traditional knives, slip joints. We'll start out down here and work our way around. As far as this goes, collecting traditional knives is kind of new to me, but it seems to be the way my tastes are leaning lately. There's just something great about a well-made traditional knife, old or new. The blades are great they're great little slicers. And the covers really can tell a story. I mean, they're just great knives. They're so contrary to tactical knives. They're just great. I've been really digging them lately. So, I'm sure you'll see more, but again, I'm just learning, so if I, screw up some terms or get something wrong, I apologize in advance, but again, I am just learning, and I hope you like this. So, anyways, we'll start out this with the Schrades I have. These were part of a gift set that was about 20 bucks, 18 bucks, and it comes with they're all old-timers. This one is the premium stock. It's a Stockman knife, 3 blades. It's got a clip blade. It's got a sheep's foot. Well, that's the spade, I believe. Yeah, it's got a sheep's foot and a spade blade. For the cost, this is actually a pretty decent knife. The fit and finish is pretty good. It's got brass liners and a nickel bronze cap and bolster. So that is the Stockman knife. And then there's a dogleg jack. This is kind of a trapper. So it's got the clip point and kind of a pen blade. I'm not real sure how that's referred to. Again, with the brass liner and the nickel silver bolster and cap, and then the Powell knife. This is just a pen knife, or actually a small clip point. And then it's a yellow Delrin covers. All the pins are machined to be flush, which I like. You'll see that even some of the more expensive ones don't really do that. I'm trying to figure that all out. But anyways, we'll move on to the cases. These are my 5 case knives. These 3 are blade setup are identical. It's just different covers. This one is the Mini Trapper. It's got a clip and a long clip. This is a $47 knife. And it's got bone stag handle, brass liner, again, nickel bolster and cap, or bolsters. I'm not sure what the proper terminology is. That's the shield and the scales. I like these knives, and for the cost, the fit and finish is really decent. I wish they weren't so what's the word, shiny. I just, as you'll see as you get into some of the Northwoods and stuff, they're just the duller. I like the more rustic looking, and well, we'll get into it. But so yeah, great blade shapes here. This is a good one actually. I should carry this more often. And then the 3 of these have all the same blade setups. They have a clip and a spade blade. Again, trapper knives. So the spade blade, I guess, is for skinning animals, so you don't actually puncture through the skin. That's why it's shaped the way it is. And then just your general purpose clip point. But this has got the red case shield and the what is that? Navy blue bone. And this one has the Bermuda green bone, and this is just a synthetic yellow probably something similar to the Delrin. But the cost on these, okay, the bone sag was $47, this one's $44, $42, and $32. And then the working sod buster. This is a $31 knife, drop point, no bolsters, brass lining. The steel on all the cases is true sharp stainless steel. It must be a proprietary thing they use, but I really like these sod busters. They're good size. These are the economy of the traditional knife, I guess. I guess without the bolster, it makes them cheap. But you know, the fit and finish on this is good. There's a little gap between the spring and the liner, but you know, to me that's not the end of the world. When in the handle, the pins they're machined down. I mean, there's a little rough spot there, but they're machined down really well. And these are just great knives. These are good general purpose, carry me every day large knives. Now, I probably, when I'm carrying a knife of this size, would want a locking blade, just because if you have a knife this big, your tendency is to work it, and you don't want to risk that closing up on you. And again, no half stop. Do these have a half stop? Yeah, these trappers do, which I like the half stop. Apparently that's a safety feature. But anyways, next up I have this, this is just an unusual knife I found. It's a dory. It's based on a Newfoundland fishing boat, is the design inspiration for this. It's got Sandvik steel, 12C27 and Damasteel sandwich. It's a brown and green Santos wood. And again, the design inspiration was a Newfoundland fishing boat. I don't have the name of the designer, but you know, it's a cool knife. Is his name right on here? There's his maker mark. But it's made in France, and just a cool little knife. One thing I will note: that nick in the blade is from hitting the stop inside the liners there. So, big issue with that knife. But and for what it costs, this was like $140. It really should not be doing that. And I may actually contact the manufacturer and see if I can have something done about that. But anyways, moving on, we have my. I didn't include this in my Boger collection video because I didn't have it at that point. This is the Tech Tool 1. This is a Sandvik steel again, and carbon fiber. I believe it's a laminate though. Laminate cover. Got the glass breaker and the pocket clip. But this is just a great little slip joint if you just want to shove something quick in your pocket. I carry this around the house quite a bit. Just because the pocket clip's nice. It's, you know, I always know where it is. This is a $33 knife, drop point. I believe that's a hollow grind. Feels hollow, but a great knife. Then my Knives of Alaska. This is a model 410. This is a $50 knife. It's got D2 tool steel, kind of a spear point. Wood scales. It's got a half stump. This actually needs tightened up, but you know, this is a cool little knife, and the steel's good, and the D2 holds an edge pretty good, and it's not impossible to sharp. So, like this knife quite a bit. Okay, moving on to my more standard traditionals. We'll do the Great Eastern Cutlery Farm and Field. Here's the can for it. This is the Hand Helper Farm and Field. Pattern is 47. This is a $62 knife. It is it's got a 1095 carbon steel blade, so it will take a patina over time. Black linen micarta. Stainless steel liners, it looks like. Just a cool little knife, you know, mowing the grass. Carry this around in case you got to hack a branch off or something. To me, that's a pruning knife. So I don't carry this one much, but I definitely like it. Following that, we have the boy's knife. This is probably the one I carry the most. It's got the 1095 carbon again, ebony wood, black ebony wood. Or it's all ebony wood black, I guess it is. This is an $82 knife, sheep's foot blade. It's on the pattern 15. Again, stainless steel liners and the nickel silver bolsters. Where's the stamp on that? Now, what I do, oh yeah, this is a Titouette. Is the actual brand, and then it's made by Great Eastern Cutlery. Let's see, ground lifter. The reason I like this one so much, bottle opener and screwdriver, but that bottle opener is quite handy. This is a great little, hey, I'm going to a party, I just throw this knife in my pocket, drink some beers, and you know, open a package or something if somebody needs it. So, great knife. $82. Next up is the Titouette Ben Hogan 1095 carbon green camel bone $90 knife. This is a pattern 65, I guess. Clip point blade, big clip point blade. And this one's already getting some patina on it. This has got brass liners. I'm not sure what the bolster on this is, but it doesn't matter. This is again a $90 knife. Really like this. This is a big boy though, so it doesn't get a ton of pocket time. But I love the look of that cover. And one question I have, I'm gonna look to get answered. The way these pins are machined. So this is machined flush with the cover. So's this. This one is recessed. It's rounded over and recessed, and it's the same on the back. And then this one is not as recessed and not machined. I don't understand that. That's something I got to investigate. Anyways, next up is the Great Eastern. Oh, here's the boy's knife. Boy's knife box. I just think the artwork on these is cool. Then the Ben Hogan. And then next up is the Navy knife, Great Eastern Cutlery. Titusville, PA. I'm originally from Pennsylvania. So next time I go home, I think I'm going to go to, I'll probably go to Case, which is in a different part of the state, and I'll go to Titusville there. But anyways, here's the Navy knife. This has got old barn chestnut handle or covers. I love the acorn shield there, and the baler. I forget what these are called actually. But again, the same pin setup: machined, recessed, and rounded, recessed. I don't understand that. That's a question I definitely have. But anyways. Great Eastern Cutlery, Titusville, PA stamp. Cyclops Steelworks. I don't know what all the numbers mean. I know that the first two are the pattern. So this is another 15, which is the same as a boy's knife. So I'm guessing that has something to do with the tools that are used. You can tell the shape. So that's what it is. It's basically the handle shape. And then I'm learning that, I'm learning about pinch bolsters versus non-pinch bolsters and the fluting. I'm trying to get it all figured out, but, there's a lot to know. The Navy knife is a $90 knife. The next one is the Churchill in Hummingbird acrylic. It's a $105 knife. It's a pattern 35. Really like this knife. got your clip point blade, which is just a good size. It's a good 2.5-inch blade, I'm guessing. And then it's got a smaller Wharncliffe on a single spring, brass liners, fluted. $105 knife. Really like it. Love the cloud shield there. What else to say about this one? The Churchill, I guess, it's based on a Churchill cigar. That's why they call it a Churchill. $105. Great knife. Hollywood. This is a really good pattern for me. I mean, this and the boys knife. They really check all my boxes there. So, and here's the not a lot of artwork on this one, but Northfield. Yeah, that's a Northfield, but made by G's. Great Eastern Cutlery. Same with the Northwoods. Both of these Northwoods knives are made by Great Eastern Cutlery. We'll start with the Little Bay. This is a $140 knife. Red linen micarta. It's got the Northwoods arrowhead on it. Here's the coin. Love these. There's your blade. Clip point. Still got the forge marks on it. USA. Really like these knives. I'm going to be buying every one of these I can get. Anytime they announce that they're going to be selling them, I'll probably buy one. Great fit and finish. Half stop. Pulling this one's a little tough, especially for how short the blade is. But, you get used to it. And, in 20 years it'll be broken in nice. I don't really plan on ever selling these Northwoods. So there's that. Next one I have is the Hawthorne Jack Blue Denim Micarta. It's a $140 knife. Love this bad boy. I carry this quite a bit. In fact, this is my go-to. It's got some high spots. I think that's more from me just using it, dropping it, just getting brushed with change in my pocket and whatnot. Probably should take a little more better care of it. It's got the awesome shield in it. Great pull. The pulls, I guess you go from 1 to 10. I'd say that pull's a 6, which is right where it should be, in my opinion. Half stop. Just a great looking knife. And I really like the blue denim. In fact, I was going to just stick to blue denim. But that's just not my nature. I like to mix it up, find my favorite combinations. That red linen's awesome looking too. So probably the next one I get will be in some kind of stag. So those are the main traditionals. I do have more, some more that I'll show you quick. These are all just real cheap. Like, I think this was like an $8 one. But it's got a half stop. Not an awful knife. Ganzo. Good old Ganzo had one that I forgot to show in my Ganzo video. No half stop. Another Stockman knife. But for the money, this was maybe $8. The fit and finish isn't bad. So, as far as an entry level, not bad at all. This piece of junk, I think, art reindeer, I don't know. But it's crap. This was a gift, I think, from like Blade HQ or something, if you spent so much money. This is made in India, I believe, or Pakistan. Pakistan, yeah. It's crap, but it was free. What else I got? I got this little dog tag knife. this little master, and I think I forgot to show this. This is the smallest knife I own. Little keychain blade or novelty. You know, what do you got? About a 1/2 inch of blade there. But covers are nice. And then finally this little oddity. This was on my keychain for a while. It actually was a pretty decent keychain knife because it has a bottle opener on it. So it was a twofer. So I always look for that. And then I put the lanyard for my keychain on it too. So this may find its way back into its rotation, but you know, it's plenty sharp. Good enough for just getting something cut and slip joint. Alright, YouTube, that's it for now. If you like this, subscribe, like channel. Appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.